Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me for this Oracle card review. So I know I don't typically do card reviews, but when I saw this Oracle deck, Vintage Wisdom Oracle by Victoria Moseley online, I just fell in love. I was like, oh my God, this is totally me. It's vintage, it's a little bit boho, and I love all of those things. So I bought this beautiful deck and I fell in love. I did a video earlier, but there were some sound issues. So I decided to do a new live video on this just to talk about it. So this is published by US Game Systems. And I apologize, I can't do anything about reversing the screen or making it be in focus. Apparently, I have no control over that. Come on, focus. But it's just beautiful. So it does come with a guidebook. And the guidebook does not have pictures. It just has everything listed in it. It is in alphabetical order. As I've already shuffled the deck, it's not in alphabetical order anymore. It does have a couple of cute little layouts here in the back, which I like. I think I might try some, even though I'm a freestylist. With an extra little card here. Isn't the backs of the cards gorgeous? I love them. So again, this is Vintage Wisdom Oracle by Victoria Moseley, published by US Games System Inc. Of course, it has the butterfly. It's kind of my thing. It's just gorgeous. So one of the first things I noticed right away is the borders all have different colors. It's kind of a green, a brown, and a maroon. They are sepia toned in color, and then have that vintage look of the hand coloring on the pictures. So one of the things I like about watching these kind of videos where you review is when people just show me all the cards, because that's what I want to see. And then I can make up my mind from there. So I'm just going to go through and show you the cards and tell you what they say, since it does show up reversed. All right, so first we have nature. And what I really like these because there's this whole sort of gypsy feel to this, as well as, a belly dancer, or even Indians feel to it, which is it's just so beautiful. And the creepy flowers. And I'm narrating anyways. Look at me. God, I just love them. Faith. Like the raven. Well, no, small bill, so it has to be a crow. Her little cheeks tint to them. Just a beautiful sepia. Release. Awaken. Awakening, sorry. Divine timing. Come on, focus. Yay, technology. Transitions. She's a fairy, kind of Cupid-esque, almost like she has a bow. Freedom. Beautiful dove. Compassion. And it looks like we have a couple fairies here. So again, magical creatures, vintage sepia tone, love, 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 love. Grace. And that is a beautiful outfit she has on. Fairy gypsy. Adventure. Love it. Little bit of Paris. Looks like a postcard. Kind of looks like she's riding on the back of a butterfly. And we have the wise old owl. And I really love the kind of creepy tree in the background. Kind of looks like fireflies up there. Light and bugs. Listening. I like this one because of all of the bird theme to it. This beautiful sparrow. And we see those throughout the cards. Now the intuition. I found that this card is very similar to the High Priestess in the tarot. And the Rider-Waite-Smith has the crescent moon. But then it has that whole cups feeling to it as well with the water. So emotions and intuition. It's just a beautiful card. Discernment. See no evil, speak no evil, hear no evil. It's very interesting. I think it's beautiful. Shadow self, which is important. As you know, when I do my love readings, we want to make sure that we are watching what's in our shadow and paying attention to those things as well. So I love that this is in this oracle deck. Hi, Chrissy. Thank you for joining. I hope you're enjoying this. Power. And I love that it's a woman, of course. And it's very kind of justice feeling from the tarot deck. Loving this sepia tone. A little bit of a strength feel as well with the cheetahs down there. I know it's in a line, but a little bit of the feel. Trust. And of course, she looks like a little butterfly fairy. So who can't love that? Harmony. And I love the sparrows. And it almost looks like there's little faces right here. The hand-painted roses. I love this. Vintage gypsy. If that just, I mean, these cards scream my name, okay? I'm just saying. Reflection. Healing. Love the old apothecary jars there that they use in the background. Expression. What I find was super interesting about this card is how she has a veil over her face. And of course, the hat of butterflies. Gentleness. And she's almost see-through. Very spiritual, soft photo. Thoughts. Love. I really like that they hand tinted. Well, I'm sure it's on a computer, but it has that whole hand tinted look of the chakra system. It's beautiful. This one's very chakra influenced union. So you can see the colors of the chakras going from red, orange, yellow, green. We have blue and purple. She has the lotus flower, very vintage gypsy again. It totally looks like she's probably Balkan. Love it. So just so you know, the color is actually coming out a little brighter in the light on this one. Hi, Susul. Thank you for watching. I hope this isn't boring. I'm just showing this new deck here for anyone who would be interested in it. I know I like to see these cards beforehand. So celebration before I buy it. And of course the butterfly. So I love surrender. I love how it looks like she's letting go of the butterflies, because that really is of what surrendering is about, is releasing. And it has that visual form of release as well. Kindred spirits. Beautiful card. My phone keeps vibrating. And they're in the little cloche there, the dome, bell dome, whatever you want to call it. And their kimonos. It's just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Dreams. Ancestors. And this is the first card when you open it, when you first unwrap the deck, that you see. So that whole sepia tone feeling is just set from the beginning with the vintage picture behind it. Guardian angel. Again, very Balkan, Romanian kind of there from the Baltic area. Balkan area, sorry. Hope. And there's butterflies in the background. And you'll see this lovely filigree through every picture. And some it's a lot more visible than others. Beauty. Peace. And of course, I mean, if this is very Christianity kind of symbolic usage in the photo. Choice. Now this one, I mean, she looks like she's holding a crystal ball, or she's, crystal ball gazing. I love the dark clouds in the background that are actually darker in the photo when you're holding the card. And then you see two different sets of stairs there. So kind of moon cardy a little bit from the Rider-Waite-Smith. Perception. What about the cry now? Laugh later, smile now, cry later. Perception. It's all an act. Truth. Very Egyptian-y. You can really see a lot of that filigree. Innocence, which it is, to me, very Six of Cuppy feel to it. And of course, the beautiful little sparrows. New beginnings. Very Venus and Cupid. So Venus, the goddess of love, is Cupid's mother. And that's where the Pisces sign comes from. Wisdom. So, of course, we are going to see an owl again. Sanctuary. I mean, as you can see, every one of these pictures has something totally beautiful to spark your image and your imagination through which, my guides speak to me through. So depending on what I see on the card, is how I will receive a message from my guides. Like, for instance, that hall that's behind her, you have to be careful. Is your sanctuary really a place to hide for your own good, or a place to hide that will hurt you because you stay there too long? Protection. Beautiful, beautiful. Very, well, it could be temperancy. And then we have the strength. This card also looks very the world to me too. And it says star on it. So this card is full of messages that can inspire a psychic reading. Centering. She's a butterfly. Very cool. Enchanted. Mermaid. So it's very very the moon card with a big tower on one side and then the rock on the other side, kind of representing the two towers. Focus. Come on. Doesn't want to focus. There we go. Intention. These cards are so beautiful. Sorry, I'm holding my mic so that way the volume doesn't keep changing. So I'm only using one hand. Purity. I mean, these are very gypsy. These women are so beautiful and they have that whole walk and feel. They really, really do. Of course, I may be prejudiced since I did any DNA test recently and found out that I'm like 17% gypsy. I mean, Balkan. I mean, gypsy, baby. Playfulness. I love this pinup girl picture. She's sitting on the mushroom. Plus, she has kind of a psychedelic wings there, all different colors. And then we have the fall fill. And of course, the filigree in the corners. Gratitude. Loving the crown floating above her. And the rose. I love roses. The highest vibration flower there is. Patience. Hi, Christy. Thank you for joining us. Just doing a review. I know I still need to do the romance readings. I do apologize. I meant to get them all out this weekend, and it was a super crazy weekend. So bad I had not done any Christmas shopping. So I had to get that done too. I was on a podcast both these evenings. That was really fun. It was called Dark Night Radio, and you can find it on blogtalk.com, I believe it's called. Abundance. It has a little cupid, just super cute. The bow, the butterflies, the flowers. You see that bow in her hair? And then we have balance. Our beautiful little ballerina. We have orchids. A very, very moody flower. You have to be very careful. You have to be balanced, give it the right amount of water, the right amount of everything, sun, moisture. So of course they would have those in there. And again, the beautiful filigree. So, I saw these cards and I thought, wow, these are me. This is totally me. I'm vintage. I have a whole my comfort zone is that vintage feel, that boho feel all mixed together. So I felt that these cards really cried out to me. And I really wanted to share them because they are so beautiful. I've used them in one reading so far. I really like them. I feel very connected to them. So they are published again. They're published by US Games. So, obviously a great card maker. The card is, pretty flexible for shuffling. I'm a bridge shuffler. And since they are kind of long for my hands, I will shuffle this way. So I imagine that they will kind of turn after I shuffle them a lot. They'll start bending up. So that's something to keep in mind. One of my little tricks. Where is it? I don't see it anywhere. Oh, here it is, hiding under my phone. So this is one of my tricks that I use for new decks, and I used it on my Wild Unknown Tarot set, and that's what finally loosened them up. Fingertip moistener. This is the best. So I just kind of, obviously it's moist, rub it on. Outsides of the card with it. And so I put it on both of my hands. Break a deck in like you wouldn't even believe. If you are, look at that. Pretty well this way as well. And my hands are I guess I kind of have small hands. So it's really hard for me to get a hold on the deck for that way. So you can hear it has a good sound. But it matters. I like the way that sounds. So if you're like me and you like all things vintage, you kind of like that Victorian boho gypsy feel, then I would highly recommend these cards. Like I said, I've already used them for a reading and I just felt super connected with them. Just by looking at them, they're just beautiful. So I hope you like my little video, and I'm sure you can find these cards on all your favorite online shopping stores. I'm sure US Game System carries them. You can get them from there. Excuse me. I will be working on the love readings throughout the week. Evening times, Pacific Standard Time. Evening times. So that's the west coast of the US. So tune in for more live stuff. All right. Thanks, guys, for watching. Have a great night.